Hi everyone, welcome to another video where today I'm at the Festival of Speed on the Thursday. I'm only here for one day, so I've got to cram a lot in. The weather is gorgeous, it's busy already, I can hear engines rumbling in the background. Before we go inside, let me show you where we are. The Festival of Speed focal point is Goodwood House, which is around 65 miles from central London and around 240 miles from where I live in Yorkshire. Goodwood has been home to the Dukes of Richmond since 1697 and is a unique sporting estate set in 11,000 acres of the beautiful South Downs. The Festival of Speed has been held annually since 1993, making it 32 years old in 2025. It was created by Lord March, now Duke of Richmond, to bring motor racing back to the Goodwood estate. So let's go inside and see what it's all about. This event has multiple entrance points which surround this vast estate to help cope with the huge numbers of people that attend. It apparently has a daily attendance cap of 150,000 people, and tickets must be purchased in advance as none are sold on the gate, and as far as I know they sell out every year. Look at the size of these temporary structures, they're more like permanent buildings. Although I attend Goodwood Revival held every September, I haven't been to a Festival of Speed for a number of years, so it'll be interesting to see how I find it now. So it's around 9 o'clock in the morning and these showrooms are packed already. I won't be able to show you everything as there's just too much to see in one day, but I'll capture what I can. First thing I want to do is head over to the Formula 1 paddock to see what they have over there, seeing that 2025 is the 75th anniversary year, so I expect quite an array of cars. Here we've got a varied selection of cars about to head out to do a run up the hill climb. Some Porsches heading out. Sounds like a Formula E car heading out. There we have 3 McLaren F1 cars, which were in production from 1992 to 1998, during which time only 106 cars were manufactured. These included both road and racing versions. So we've just seen 3 of those 106 cars right here, heading out to the hill climb. Which one is heading out next? The McLaren? Or this, what looks like an Indy 500 racing car? Ah, there goes the McLaren, followed by the Indy 500 car. It's really busy already. It's just gone 9 o'clock in the morning and that sun feels really warm. Here we have a number of Benetton Formula 1 cars from the early 1990s. This one was driven by Michael Schumacher. It's not only cars that are shown at Goodwood. Here we have some iconic racing Ducatis from the golden era of world superbikes. This being the actual Ducatis which were ridden to victory by multiple world champion Carl Fogarty, who won on a Ducati in 1994, 95, 98 and 1999. Here we have a Tyrrell 6-wheel Formula 1 car, the P34. This was introduced in late 1975 and first raced in 1976. And here we have a number of 1970s Tyrrell Formula 1 cars. Many were driven by Sir Jackie Stewart, who became Formula 1 world champion 3 times, in 1969, 71 and 73. There's Formula 1 cars from a range of different eras everywhere you look around here. Just amazing. A number of Lotus Formula 1 cars having their covers removed here in that iconic black and gold livery. Here we have a significant car. Why? Because it was driven by the legend that was Jim Clark. This is the 1962 Lotus 25. This car was revolutionary in its time, being the first fully stressed monocoque chassis in Formula 1, meaning the entire chassis structure was designed to bear all the loads and stresses generated during racing. It was a single integrated unit, unlike designs which came before it, where the chassis was a separate frame supporting the body. Imagine sitting in here, racing in the 1960s with little in the way of crash protection. Clark's success with the Lotus 25 came good in 1963 when he won his first Formula 1 World Championship. This is an unusual shape, this being the 1975 Ferrari 312T F1 car, which was driven by Niki Lauda. This very car was driven by Niki to 6 Formula 1 Grand Prix wins, including the 1975 Monaco Grand Prix, and it also helped clinch the 1975 Drivers' Championship. Those exhaust pipes look like spaghetti on this 1969 Ferrari 312, which is powered by a 3-litre V12 engine, producing around 435 brake horsepower at 11,000 RPM. Here we have the 1987 Ferrari F1 car. This actual car was driven by Gerhard Berger. This has a 1.5-litre turbocharged V6 engine, which produced around 880 brake horsepower in races and 950 brake horsepower for qualifying. Gerhard finished 6th in the 1987 World Championship, with the car achieving victory in the final race of the season at the Australian Grand Prix, where he started from pole position and led every lap in this 1987 Ferrari. It's great to see it here, and just look at that collection of heritage Formula 1 Ferraris. Keeping with the Ferrari theme, here we have an old Ferrari Formula 1 car transporter with a German number plate on it. It's probably from the early 1970s. It's in a lovely condition. Do you know, looking around here makes me realise how lucky we are to live when we do. Just look at how we can evolve all that moves. Just look at what we're capable of.
tucked away in.
I just wanted to show you some special cars in this Cartier Concours section of Goodwood. Firstly, as an Aston Martin fan, I need to point out this 1959 DB4, which is affectionately known as Primrose. This actual car featured in the very first DB4 brochure when it was released, and is still fitted with the original number plate that was supplied with the car from new, WGG7. Every detail on this car has been restored to its original specification. Even the original 6-cylinder engine has not been modified in any way. It's just a stunning DB4. A total of 1,204 Aston Martin DB4s were produced between 1958 and 1963. And just over there is the next car I want to show you. This is a one of just four 1951 Ferrari 212 Touring Berlinettas, constructed on the competition spec chassis. This car retains its original matching numbers on the engine, gearbox and coachwork. This was nicknamed the Tailor's Car, as it was owned and raced by Augusto Saraceni, heir to Italy's most prestigious tailoring house and personal tailor to Enzo Ferrari, which blended the worlds of high fashion and motorsport. This 212 re-emerged after 45 years in private hands, offering a rare glimpse into the earliest era of Ferrari's racing legacy. This was driven in notable events including the 1951 Stella Alpine Hill Climb and the 1952 Giro di Sicilia. Amazing to see it here. Lastly, in this concours area, I wanted to show you two Invictas, these being S-Types. In 1931, facing a really tough market, the Cobham in Surrey outfit unleashed the S-Type, which has a powerful 4.5 litre Meadows engine and a dramatically lowered chassis. It could reach nearly 100 miles per hour, which earned it the nickname 100 mph Invicta. Only 77 of these were built. Today, the S-Type stands as one of the most coveted pre-war British sports cars, a rare blend of elegance, endurance and exhilarating performance. And I think they look just lovely. I don't know whether you can see, there are quite a few Bugattis here. My dad is a GRRC member here at Goodwood, so we're just popping in for a drink in the GRRC tent, and I thought I'd bring you along to show you what it's like. And as we can hear, car after car are heading off from the start line to power up the hill. Goodwood do some great YouTube videos covering every car heading up the hill, whose footage is far better than what I could produce, hence me not covering much of that in this video. Right, let's see what it's like in here. It looks nice in here, plenty of seating inside. I have to say though, it's very hot in here too. There are no fans or air conditioning. Nonetheless, it's quite nice to get out of the open and under cover. Now, unsurprisingly, the food in here is very expensive. As just one example, a full English breakfast, which looks pretty standard, is £27 in here. Yes, £27. And looking around, I can't see one person going for that. Maybe it's the price, or maybe it's just the heat. I've just come in for a coffee at the GRRC tent because it is so busy and so hot out there. So just having a quick 5 minutes before we head out again at the Supercar Paddock. Yeah, it's nice in here, but still really hot. Not quite as hot as outside, and very, very expensive, but not a bad place to come and relax for a few minutes and get out the crowds. It'll be no surprise to you that I've hunted down the Aston Martin area, and here we have a lovely DB12 Volante. Here we have one of the 275 Valkyries that have been made. This is powered by a Cosworth naturally aspirated 6.5 litre V12, producing 1000 brake horsepower. but it's combined with a hybrid system which adds an additional 160 brake horsepower. And there's a good view of the engine bay. Amazing engineering. Whether you like the looks or not, it's an amazing achievement. I wonder if I'll ever experience sitting in one of these. As you can see around, it's really busy in here, and I can't describe this heat. It feels like it's over 40 degrees right now. And here we have the Valhalla, produced in larger numbers than the Valkyrie. They're producing 999 of these being powered by a 4-litre twin turbocharged V8 engine and 3 electric motors, which combined provides a total of 1079 horsepower. This is what I wanted to seek out, having seen it earlier, the brand new Vantage S. The S stands for Sport, although on the Aston Martin website, when describing the Vantage S, it ends a paragraph by stating, Vantage S, the edge, sharpened. So it could mean all its senses are sharpened. This has the 4-litre V8 twin turbo, but it's tuned to 680 horsepower with 800 Nm of torque, 0 to 60 in 3.3 seconds, and a top speed of 202 mph. So that's 0.3 of a second quicker than my 2019 Vantage, and 7 mph more at the top end. I'd love to have a go and just see how much of a difference this feels to drive compared to my own Vantage. It looks very stealthy in this spec. It's great to see one up close. I know I'm biased because I love the brand, but I still think Aston Martin are producing some of the best looking modern cars at the moment. It'd be great to see this in a range of different colours. I can feel a play around with the Aston Martin configurator in order here. It's been great to get up close and personal to some of these latest Aston Martin models. This queue has been very long, just to get over the bridge heading back towards the car. It feels so busy here. So if you do come to a future Festival of Speed, be warned, the crowds make it super busy. I do just want to try and find the Jaguar stand, which I understand is the other side of this bridge somewhere. I've never seen their new concept car in the flesh, so I want to see that before I leave. I'm just walking past the Pagani stand and can see Shmee150 from the YouTube channel there having his picture taken. I wonder if he's buying yet another car today to add to his collection. You can also get a really good idea just how big that Hyundai stand is. It's huge, as so many of them are. Is this what the future of the Festival of Speed is going to sound like? Electric whirling as this new BMW creeps past. And they are absolutely amazing. Wow. And there are dozens, if not hundreds of shops, eateries, stalls selling so many different things here, most focused on motoring or motorsport. As again we see the red arrows. Amazing. Right, let's hunt down that Jaguar stand. As I just marvel at the size of this Hyundai stand, now I'm directly outside it. More queues at the stairs. A big Lamborghini stand and Lotus over there. So this gives you an idea of what it's like by the hill climb. These hay bales are extra wide and quite tall, making your view quite restricted, and I'm holding the camera quite high up here.
To a prototype, production expected to start in 2026, a V12 quad turbo, as Bruce was saying, hand built in Denmark with a carbon monocoque, 1,850 horsepower, just 50 units of these will be made. And you can see this both on a static stand as well in the supercar paddock, which is, I was there earlier, absolutely jam-packed. It really is one of those.
That's interesting. The commentator used the term jam-packed, and I couldn't agree with him more. It's mega busy here, probably a bit too busy for my liking. Hear that electric swish from the Rolls-Royce that's just flown past, likely to become a more common sound of Goodwood as the years tick by. Here we go, I've found it. Let's go and look at this new Jaguar concept. Looks like quite a nice big stand opposite the Land Rover one. That's quite a nice little water feature. Whilst watching the images of what we're about to see, you may question where Jaguar is going, but never forget where it came from. So here it is, I'm finally seeing it in the flesh. Wow, it's certainly big. Jaguar has a rich legacy of grace, power, and mistakable British soul. That's a pretty bland interior. Is this what we, the consumer, really wants? As I've said before, we're capable of amazing things, and I'm intrigued to know what Jaguar produce. I just hope it survives. I want it to survive, as I love the Jaguar of old.
Well, what did you think? Festival of Speed. Spread over 4 days. It is absolutely rammed. It is really busy, but a great event. So many stalls, so much going on. There's no way that I'm going to show you everything. I hope you enjoyed that small selection of what is on offer, and if you haven't been, I hope I've filmed enough to give you an idea of what it's like. On a hot day, just be prepared. Plenty of water, dress appropriately, sun cream, and be prepared for all the crowds. So if you did enjoy that, please give it a thumbs up. Comments below are always welcome. And if you haven't already, please consider subscribing, because like I always say, there is plenty more videos to come. See you on the next one.